We thought it was time to have an Allman Brothers Band Museum, and what better spot to have it in the house that they used to live in. So everybody was just huge fans, and, you know, it was something we felt needed to be done. There's never been a rock and roll band museum, and so we had to kind of figure it out as we went. And there was a lot of true fans that were on the board and that was working on it. Most of the guys that volunteered their time, and construction companies and all, they had grown up listening to the Allman Brothers, so it was kind of like giving back for some of the fun and entertainment that they've given us over all these years. It's our way to pay back. So we started gathering funds and people, and started doing the preliminary planning of what we wanted to do here. It took several years to get everything off the ground and rolling and get some money coming in. They actually did a benefit concert for seed money. It was the Allman Brothers, Government Mule, Derek Trucks, Hotel and the Peacemakers, and JMO's Jazz Band at the Beacon Theater. There was a lot of work to be done here in this house. It was in fairly poor condition when we took over. The second floor never had heat or air conditioning on it. Everything just about needed to be redone. I was in charge of the renovations from the big house point of view. Torrey Torreson and his crew is the ones that did the majority of the structural work on it. We had to put some bracing underneath the house to shore up level floors and all that. And they were pretty much on-site carpenters. They were here more than anybody. We did have other people come in, record heating and air conditioning, furnished all the air conditioning and heating, and installed all of it. It didn't cost us anything. Billy Branham did all the floors here in the big house. We had someone donate 103 window pieces to redo all the windows in the house. So a company from New York came down and put a new roof on the museum. And so we had a lot of people volunteering and doing stuff, and so that helped out a whole lot on the money end of it. Well, one of the first things that we did is we had a bunch of people from GABA, the George Allman Brothers Band Association, come over one Saturday, and we did a yard cleanup. At the time, you could not see the house next door because it had got so overgrown and everything. While we were pulling vines off of one end of the house, Willard stepped in a hole and got his shoe all wet. We cleaned the hole out and found out there was a fish pond there that nobody had any idea that was there. But it was there back when the Allman Brothers were here living in the house. And it's where our big pond now starts. When we worked on the garage, we pulled, the garage was just covered up in wisteria vines. And so we pulled all those off of there. And the sideboards on there were so rotten that we ended up at a different cleanup. We removed all the siding off of the garage, and then we ended up having to rebuild the left side of the garage where it was just a shed. We actually had a lot of stuff going on at one time. The gift shop, where it is now, was actually, if you were standing outside facing the gift shop, the right hand half was a sun porch, and the left hand side was a patio. There's rafters that came out of the warehouse down in New Orleans, and that was one of their favorite places. They almost did Fillmore East at the warehouse, and so it was definitely one of their favorite places to play. One of the GABA members was down there when they were tearing it down back 35 years ago, and he just happened to be there, and he loaded 2 of the beams up on his truck and hauled it back to North Carolina and stuck them up in the attic of his house. And so we had them temporarily mounted on the end of the gazebo, but we want to move them and have them as you walk, so you'll walk underneath those beams as you're coming into the big house. Everybody's got an Allman Brothers story, and some of them are just so great. And there's people you could sit and talk to all day if you had the time. And so to me, that's the most best part of the whole museum to me, is talking to all the fans.